Alright guys, here we are again with another Final Fantasy VII video. In this particular video we're going to be discussing e-skills that we learned along the way. And we're going to be getting some e-skills done for this particular moment in time in the game. Because if you don't get them right now, you might not get them later, or if you want to get them now, it's up to you. But we're going to start off with some basic ones. And that is basically Big Guard. We're going to start with Big Guard. And we are going to the beach where we'll find Big Guard. This is obviously not the E-skill that we're going to be learning from this thing. This thing does not have a special ability. We're just fighting an enemy at the moment. But we'll be going into... We just wiped it out of the face of the earth in that one, but that's besides the point. We're going to learn E-skill known as Big Guard, and it's from these squid guys that appear in the beach. And I'm just going to get out of the car, and we're just going to walk around the shore here. And we're just going to walk back and forth, like so, until we get some squids. Squids, where are they? They're in here somewhere. There we go. Alright. And survey says that these are the squid guys right here. And we want to use the manipulate material on them, like so. And we are basically going to manipulate them to use the move Big Guard on us. That way we can learn it for both of the E-skills that we currently have on Barrett and on Cloud. So we're just going to cure our characters for the moment at the seashore, and we're going to learn Big Guard. There it goes. Like so. And now we just learned the move right there and there. And now we're going to wipe them out. That way we can keep the move. We're just going to summon Ilfreet and wipe them out of the game. So that's pretty much how you learn Big Guard and all these abilities. You basically learn them off of the enemies. There's a number of other abilities as well, but we're going to go over those later as the game progresses. And you have to go back and forth in the game to get these abilities. But in this point in time, this would be the accurate moment to get these set abilities when you get out of Corel Prison or Gold Saucer area. This is the perfect time to get these. And now we're going back all the way back to the Junon area. And we're going to be fighting against this enemy right here. And you have to pay a fee to go back through the boat to manipulate this particular enemy again. And he has a special move for us that's going to come in very handy. When we manipulate him, he's going to have a move known as White Wind. And it basically heals the characters, essentially. And it helps out a lot throughout the game, throughout the story. So manipulate him if we can. I'm just waiting for the machine to actually manipulate the enemy properly, because he doesn't want to be manipulated for some reason. And we're just going to hit manipulate, and hopefully it works. There we go. The Zemzalet, that's what it's called. And we're going to cure our characters, even though we're going to heal them anyways. And we're going to use the move White Wind on them so they can learn it. White Wind, there it is. And we're just going to shoot it on our characters, and it'll basically heal up the characters, and it'll be a permanent semi-healing move besides the cure materia. So it comes in handy every now and again to know this move. And that's the Zemzalet's Demise, and that is the best move you can learn at this point to heal up your characters without having to use so much MP. It does help. And the next move we're going to learn before we do anything is going to be Flamethrower again. I'm going to go back inside the cave that was over here. I'm going to go back to the cave, like so. Going to enter the cave. We're going to go back to the same area that we left off where we learned the move Flamethrower in the first place, which is right here. And we're gonna see if we can get the move from this flying dragon thing. And it's just launching cold breath on us because it's got a bunch of snakes. And he apparently used the move Flamethrower on the perfect character to do it to. But that comes in handy, I suppose. And now we can just wipe them out because we just learned the move. So we don't technically need to manipulate the Arc Dragon, that's what it's called. And we're just going to shoot away, and we're going to take out the dragon. Like so. We're going to use the Claw move against its very own sense, and we're just going to attack it and finish it off. And there you have it. We have Flamethrower for the second E skill. So, the last move that we're going to learn is also going to be known as Frog Song. It's located in this forest right here. We're going to learn it from a pair of frogs, because that's what we learn in this particular area. And this is going back to the Gungaja region, right next to Cosmo Canyon. I do declare, do not go past Cosmo Canyon with this buggy. If you do at this point, the buggy will break down and you won't be able to go past that area. So don't do it. I don't recommend it. Just letting everybody know, do not go past Cosmo Canyon at this point in the game. It will break down and your buggy will be stuck in the middle of the road. For at least until you open up the Cave of Gi, and then you basically wipe that part out, and then you can actually use it again. I don't understand why the car breaks down, but it does. Alright, so we healed up our characters. We're going to use a soft to get rid of petrification on Cloud. We're going to use the soft drink, and there's the move Frog Song, so we're learning it right on the spot. Even though they're petrifying my character. And I just got him out of petrification because the other character was going to paralyze Cloud permanently, which is a problem. And we just learned the second Frog Song on the spot. And now all we got to do is basically take down the frogs, and we learn the move Frog Song. And I'm just going to launch an attack on them because they're asleep. So, now that we got the move, all we got to do is wipe out the frogs. We're just going to use Mantra Magic to wipe out the game and basically learn the move. Like so. That'll be like 234 damage and a couple more damages, and I think we'll basically learn the move. And of course it uses another Frog Song on me, so that could be a potential problem, but either way, we have a victory there, so we actually have the move now, which is going to come in handy later for future battles. So now we don't have to fight on any frogs anymore. Now we can safely go to Gungaja Village to meet up with the next point in the game. And that's pretty much it for this part. To my knowledge, I think that's the most I can do at this point. I mean, I could get the move Beta from Zalom, the snake, but I think my stats are not high enough to do it yet, so we're going to worry about that later. Alright, so now we're going to save the game, and I guess that's pretty much it for today. I will catch you guys in the next one.